All right, so today's tip of the day is about money and spending capital. Now, I want you to take the idea of approaching your business as a business leader, if you're an entrepreneur, as though you're the CEO of a huge business, okay? Now, look down at the capital you have in your business account or whatever it is. Let's say, for sake of argument, you have $5,000 in your bank account, your business bank account. You shouldn't muddy the waters, by the way. If you've got a checking account, as you call it in the States, or a current account in the UK, that's your personal account, right? If you have a business account, they're separate. Seriously, grow up. If you're running a business, it shouldn't be that money just flowing in just sits in your wallet. It doesn't work like that, you know. Very rarely should it. It should be distinct, right? Sort yourself out with that. But the point is that when it comes to let's say you have £5,000 or dollars even in your business account, that is the capital that your business has right now. That's all it is. Okay. Now, it should be no different to if your business has 20 billion in cash on account, and Berkshire Hathaway under Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger famously has $20 billion in cash, so that they never have to rely on the favor of a good favor of a stranger, I think is what they suggested. So if ever there's a rainy day or something bad happens, they've got $20 billion worth of reserve. Now that's a lot of money, but it's no different in principle to you having $5,000 in reserve. Now here is the point. So many times you have people who say, there's a guy who's reached out to me. It sounds like he's got a really good mastermind. Sounds like he's got a really good retreat. Sounds like he's got a really good course or scheme or something I should do. And I know if I do it and it works out, it will really transform my business. And it costs me $3,000. So look at it this way. If you have $5,000 capital, that represents your business. And I get it. You work on your own. You don't have to pay anyone else's wages. That $5,000, you're going to take 60% of it, $3,000, and spend it on one course or one retreat or one mastermind or one thing to invest in yourself because you've been really sold on the hype of it. Now, imagine you're Warren Buffett running Berkshire Hathaway with employees and shareholders, and you've got $20 billion in account, and you're going to go spend 60% of it, okay, which is $12,000. $12 billion. You take $12 billion of that capital, and you're going to go and spend it on one thing. That one thing better work. Otherwise, you've just thrown 60% of your capital down the toilet. And that puts your business in immense jeopardy by comparison to where it was before, right? So why is it any different? Where's the difference in principle? The answer is there isn't any. So what people do is they say, well, you know, I've got even if they've got like $1,000 in cash, and some guy comes along and says, I've got this course, it's $1,500, and then the entrepreneur is thinking, if I can just find $500 more, I can add it to the $1,000 I've got. And what they're doing is they're saying, I'm pulling together every last penny I've got because then maybe this scheme or this course or whatever might change me. But if it doesn't, you're broke. And the problem here is it's the equivalent, it is the same, it's the equivalent of a CEO running a business and saying, I'm going to take every penny this business has, I'm going to even then go and borrow money as well, I'm going to put it against this one venture. That's deeply, desperately irresponsible on the part of the CEO looking at his business. It's very irresponsible. He's moving that business from possibly a state of being very robust to a state of being on tremendously shaky ground. So why would you do it to your own business? If you don't have the money, you don't have it. And if you don't have the money, it means you don't get what you want to buy, unless you go make some more money. And there are exceptions to this before everyone starts saying, yeah, but you should, gearing up on debt is a good thing, or whatever. I get it, there's exceptions. But the bottom line is this. Spending all of your cash or vast amounts of your reserves on one thing is very dangerous for a business if you're a CEO overlooking a number of people, right? So you're running a business, you have a duty of care and responsibility to the business and making sure that it's fit and healthy and making sure that people are looked after. So why the hell is it any different here? That's the way to look at it.